The 20th annual Roxbury International Film Festival takes place from June 20th to the 30th at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston as it commemorates 20 years of independent cinema celebrating people of color. This year, the festival offers a slate of more than 50 provocative, entertaining, and independent films that tell rich stories of people of color from across the globe. Opening the festival this year is the award-winning animated film Liana, which is executive produced by Westworld's Tandy Newton. Sakheni Dlamini, the film's producer and graduate of Simmons College, will be in attendance for a post-screening Q&A. Here to tell us more is the film festival's director, Lisa Simmons, who's joined by Sakheni Dlamini, who is the producer of one of the featured films, Liana. Welcome to Urban Update. Thanks for coming in. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
So let me start with you. I guess just a brief history. 20 years. Congratulations. Tell us how this all started 2 decades ago, this film festival.
Oh my gosh, 20 years. I know, it's pretty incredible. So it started with a small grant that Roxbury actually received to do a festival in the community, because a lot of the filmmakers in the community weren't getting into other festivals. And so they called on us. We had just started a company, Michael Trent and I, called the Color Film Collaborative. So we knew film, and so we came together, and 20 years later, here we are with over 50 films screening. That first festival was maybe 7 films. It was pretty incredible, and so Candelaria Silva was a part of that as well. And now it's produced by the Color of Film entirely.
Now, Sakheni, I guess opening up the festival is going to be a film that you produced, Liana. Talk to me about what can viewers, without giving away too much, what are they in store for?
I don't want to give away too much, and I don't want to be tooting my own horn, but Liana is a beautiful story told by 5 children who are in Swaziland, who've been through some harrowing experiences, being orphaned, vulnerable, and going through all those challenges without their parents. But they come up with this really beautiful story and come up with this heroine called Liana, who is an animated character who goes through similar somewhat challenges that they have in their lives, but because it's animated, they pepper in like a lot of creativity and a lot of imaginary beasts and creatures. But it's a really beautiful documentary that documents the struggles of being a child in Africa, but also resonates in the sense that it gives, an outward picture of hope, perseverance, getting through the challenges, and there's a bright future and real choices that people still can make despite their circumstances.
Okay, Liana. Okay, yeah. Lisa, what about? Can you talk about some of the types of films that that have been featured and this year and that we're going to be seeing?
So this year, it's really a mix of whether they're narrative features, narrative shorts, doc features. It really depends upon what's coming in that year, which is usually, we look at sort of what's gone on in the world over the last 2 years, and that really informs what independent filmmakers are making films about. So, so this year we have, as Sakheni was saying, Liana, which is just brilliant and rich and beautiful. And then we have Bending the Arc about Paul Farmer and the work that he's done in Haiti. We have Love Jacked, a film out of Toronto. We've got Jules Catch One, a film that the Array Ava DuVernay's company is just distributing. We have our closing night film, A Boy, a Girl, a Dream, Love on Election Night with Amari Hardwick and Megan Good. That's going to take place at Fenway Park, which is what we're really excited about that as well. So it's just a wash of incredible.
Why do you think it's so important to celebrate these kinds of films and filmmakers?
Because it's stories that we don't often get to see. We don't get to celebrate people of color in a way that these films and independent filmmakers are creating these stories. I mean, especially now, I feel like in this time that we're in, that the media sort of portrays people in a way that's sort of one-sided. And I feel like independent film festivals, especially independent film festivals that support people of color and celebrate people of color, tell those stories in a rich and vibrant way.
Now, one of the reasons people like the festival is because they get to actually, talk directly with some of the filmmakers after. Now, are you going to be involved in some of the Q&A at all? It sounds like it's a lot of fun.
Yes, absolutely. So Liana is showing on the 21st of June at 7 p.m. at the MFA, and I will be there for a Q&A. So if there's any questions about Swaziland, the film, how it came about, how long it took, ask me that at the film festival. I'll be there. And to your question about why it's important for these films to be seen by the world, we come from a very small country in Swaziland, and having the power of telling your own story from your perspective is really so important, because otherwise your story gets told by another person using their own perspective, whatever colored glasses they might be seeing things from. So it's really key that these stories are told.
What messages do you both have for potential young filmmakers out there? And how does one get to be a filmmaker? What does it take?
Oh gosh. Tell your story. This is the whole festival this year is about storytelling, and one of the things that we really want people to do is be thinking about their story, other people's story, about stories that are untold right now and that they have the opportunity to tell. So, we tell filmmakers, pick up a camera, pick up your iPhone, write down, jot down information or a script or something that you want to write about, and just start. Ava DuVernay always says this, just start.
Yeah.
Just a couple of quick words to wrap it up here. Advice for young filmmakers?
Precisely what Lisa said. Do what you can where you are with what you have, and then the rest will fall into place when you persevere.
Okay, and Lisa, just to remind everyone once again, when and where the film festival?
The Roxbury International Film Festival is at the Museum of Fine Arts, Haley House Bakery Cafe, and Hibernian Hall in Roxbury, and it takes place June 20th to June 30th.
Okay, and you get tickets?
You can get tickets online at www.roxburyinternationalfilmfestival.com.
Okay, and we'll leave it right there. Lisa Simmons and Sakheni Dlamini. I'm so proud that I could say your name, pronounce your name correctly. Okay, good luck with the film festival, and good luck with your film.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's it for this edition of Urban Update. I'm Byron Barnett. For all of us here at Urban Update, have a great Sunday, everyone.